Yep. So we meet again. I see. Are you seeing my post about how I won fantasy this week? Yes, bro. Yes. So the nigga I was playing had Pat Mahomes, and he jumped out in front by a point. And then when the Giants threw the interception, they took the knee to end the game, and that knee cost them a yard. So I won by .2 of a point.
Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams
I will take it.
ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key.
Yeah,
They're
right
always
there,
discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions
Oh
in
no,
that
not
game.
yet. They update tomorrow. Or Thursday.
Henry again on second down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now it's Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And now they'll throw with Lance. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Why you throw it like that?
Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Come on,
he's
bro.
got room.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Carolina. Alvin Kamara, 77 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Ridiculous.
Now Ross to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Second and 10. And Lance now to throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year. From midfield, here's Lance.
Flush to his right. That's complete to John Ross. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
From the 45 on second down, Lance. Oh, you saw
Come on,
that
bro.
one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back
What the fuck
across
is
his
going
body.
on?
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus
I'm
Peters.
calling
And a huge
pass
return
plays and
as he'll
thinking
take
I'm
this one
running.
all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run.
84 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Three yards remain for second down.
off. Here's Kamara.
Bro, what the
Open space
fuck?
inside the 10. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lambeau on for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From the 29, Lance. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Henry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 1, 3. Show it up.
This is Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Lance.
Oh,
that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off
Those
at the
niggas
39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Kamara try the right side. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields rolling to his right.
Come
He'll
on,
find Schwartz complete right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Fields.
Come on.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Look at that.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Runs over him. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
So over here, we're going to outrun him.
Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
Get out my tenders.
Extra point. That'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara.
Bro, we got to do something about this, man.
Get
Come
him
on,
down
bro.
after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Come on, bro.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And he'll be taken down
everybody
before he works it past the 50.
This nigga is.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and
Bro,
smiling.
what the fuck, bro? Come on, bro. This is ridiculous.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. 135 yards
Ain't nobody
rushing
been
for
able
him
to
as
run
he has
over
been tough
all
to stop here
season.
in
And this nigga
first
didn't even
half.
do shit against
These two
us.
teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, that tackle was
Looked like a pretty good safe play
in my
right
eyes.
there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. To throw, it's Lance.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Bro, what the fuck was that?
return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A give. This is Kamara. And he's going to get this down.
Boy, this nigga finna rush for 300 yards.
The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run. This is Kamara.
He ain't even breaking tackles. He just outrunning everybody.
It'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Fields eluding the pressure right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team.
We'll see our niggas in the playoffs.
There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This shit here, boy.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That's complete to Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Lance. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before break. Lance, he's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fields. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll run out of the gun with Camara.
What?
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
I don't believe it.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Now here's Ross. Called on a 45-yard run, just 2 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Short throw caught by Pitts. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Lance.
Come on, bro. That nigga better be fast.
Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lance. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Come on, bro. Slide. Bro, why?
Out of the scramble, it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Lance. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun.
Come on, bro. I already threw it. Come on, bro.
There he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And now that last play, they actually went in reverse.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw again. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Henry again, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime,
out of here, bro.
It's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Kamara.
Bro, you my guy. 99's all on your line. Come on, bro.
186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, this is Kamara.
Everybody getting fucking locked up, bro.
It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Adams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Fields out of the backfield. That's complete.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Here's Fields.
Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And brought down before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this
Get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
boy.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers are closing in on that 16-0 record.
Y'all niggas didn't even need no boost.
Lambo to add on the extra point.
I don't like being out here getting swept.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Fuck, at least split.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Check 50, check 50.
Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.